fine. Yeah.
They'll run it now. This is ChaosAK47's. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And able to find Graham, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or, even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Touchdown, Packers! Charkandrick West, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. And it's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Second down, Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Cousins now on 2nd down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Vikings 1st down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down. Here's Cousins. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The 6-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Robinson with a big catch. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's up and good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Gets around him. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet. But right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what?
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. This is West. Room here to run. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's fine. Yeah.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Two former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers finding his tight end, Graham. Packer first down. Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Sheldon Richardson breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
319! 319! Inside!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. A bullet throw, but incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Cook following the penalty. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the gun, here's Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Reset. Hey, easy.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So they say we'll let that completed pass stand, and we'll bring up 3rd down instead as they decline it.
So they're comfortable with the yardage. The big thing to them is what you pointed out, getting it to 3rd down and making a play there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
We are going.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Being chased out left. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Linval Joseph in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, baby.
Rodgers now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Third and short yardage, Cousins. This will be caught at about the 5. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And barely able to knock it through. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Throwing is Cousins. Throw left side complete. It's Morgan. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now West. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. Two really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
And a short gain down to about the 33. George Iloka, the one that comes up to make the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, it's Jones. He finds some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Let's go, come on.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Rodgers now to throw on 2nd down. Letting one go deep. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Now Cousins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Vikings on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Throwing, Cook. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morgan. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And now the Packers get set to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, 626.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the toss, there goes West. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Open space inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. Extra point try now for Crosby. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Cousins on first down. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Cousins to throw it. Lets it fly for Thielen. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. The first NFL pick for Jair Alexander. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Here's West. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Hurry up, hurry up.
Rodgers now on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, now Rodgers. This will be caught by Nelson for a Packer touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first down throw for Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 38. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Linval Joseph in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
319! 319!
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Cousins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Play action now. Cousins. And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week. And
you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. On play action, Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him sometimes.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Again, it's Cousins. And that's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
They'll run it with West. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers lets it fly deep for got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
The penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. 3rd and goal. Now Rodgers. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done. But, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow. Reach in there. Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow.
1st down. Here's Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Morgan. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
180! Hey, 382, Liz 50.
A give. This is Cook. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Let's go.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Throwing, Cousins. Now a desperation throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line.